Hey everybody, I'm here to help you get ready to do your assignment for our families course. Today you're reading Donna Franklin's chapter in our book. The chapter is African Americans and the Birth of Modern Marriage, and it's linked to her book, What's Love Got to Do with It? And I think that it's a great title. That title is a great title that flags the whole concept of what we're looking at, which is looking at the way that larger social forces can be a major influence on how people experience things, even things that seem from our vantage point, especially in the 21st century in North America, of how things are private and individual and unique, things like marriage. This unit also helps us to begin. We'll be doing a lot of different kinds of readings about partnership and marriage, and the way that the issues of partnership and marriage is sometimes treated as if it's supposed to be private, and sometimes as if it's supposed to solve social problems, and that there is a lot of activity going on around the idea of marriage and what it's supposed to be, what those cultural ideals are about marriage. In this particular reading and the listening that you'll do on the NPR podcast that you listen to, you'll be learning about Donna Franklin's perspective on the ways in which history, a history and legacy of slavery, the conditions that were economic and cultural and legal that set African Americans on in a situation where they had expectations that were not connected to the resources that were available to them, and then were judged by this measure and judged themselves by this measure. So folks are living in what you have is a snapshot of society, and a little bit of a moving picture of society where people are working under a condition of white supremacy and of racism that means that the standards that a standard of marriage is treated as if it's the best for all, and yet only some people have access to it. That's the whole story of what you're reading for today, and it will connect to the work that we look at later in terms of all the other ways that we keep talking about the possibilities for marriage. So what's love got to do with it brings our attention to that idea, that frame that Donna Franklin brings, helps us to recognize the way that things experienced personally are really not personal at all. And it also helps us to know the experience of our experience and others' experience, in everyone's experience, and the diversity within that through the course of history and through understanding history. And that's the business of doing social construction. So I look forward to reading your work.